and gals, Nary here from Drake Queen Game, and it's something bound toward the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of Lust Shards, Tate's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Well, goody. I know some of you were pissed off last time that I, closed it too quickly. I'm gonna try not to do that from now on, but if I have to go to work, there's not much that I can do, because I can't predict when these scenes are gonna pop up. But anyway. Ah, look, he's doing it! Oh my lord, is he? He's really sticking his whole hand in there. It is important to stretch those muscles before you start. Good thinking, Travis. How many fingers do you think? I'm just touching him! Stop fantasizing over there! God, they must be talking really loud. We continue our tongue battle for what feels like hours, trying to ignore our friend's scarce, lewd comments. Every fun moment has its end, and unfortunately is the one on top. It's my duty to be the first to break the kiss once and for all. With heavy breaths, we open our eyes and look at each other, a trail of saliva between us fighting the forces of gravity and barely losing. Those sparkles in his irises, that slightly crooked, toothy smile, the fluffy cheeks covering the bottom of his eyes, making said smile more sincere. How could I not see that he's always been looking at me that way? Who will recover enough air in their lungs first to say the fated words? Tate, I love you. I love you too. Perhaps both of them. The other line is now impossible to ignore, as fangirls are screaming with excitement. I take a second, now that Tate finally lets me, to get my phone and hang up. Oh, that's right, they're on the phone. No more interruptions. Why? Did you have some more things in mind? There are so many things I want to do to you in my mind. There's nothing that, that can stop me from getting my hands on you now. Then what's stopping you? Fuck me right here, right now. No. What? Why not? Tate, all our friends are watching, and it's getting pretty late. We have a test tomorrow, which honestly makes me nervous. I was joking anyway, even though a field of daisies at sunset is not the worst place for your first time. Maybe when less eyes are on you. So, your room or mine? Mine. I might not have a shower head, but at least my bed isn't half full of stuffed animals. So, 2 negative points. We're going to need all the space we can get on that bed. Are you saying we're gonna do it? We'll see what happens. In the meantime, let's get a move on. We'll need to take the longer route just so we don't meet any of our friends on the way. Yeah, that would be awkward. I don't feel like talking about this with them yet. There's one thing you should talk to them about. What's that? Your name. Oh, right! Can I borrow your phone? The sun has dipped low over the horizon by the time we get back to town, engulfing our world in darkness. But as I said on the first day we met, my son is always walking beside me, taking the form of a cheerful cat. We walk holding hands across the streets of Laconia as the news of his name travels from phone to phone. As someone that doesn't own a phone, he sure likes talking with one against his ear. He gives the news and announces his name proudly, and thankfully everybody is very happy for him. I was not the only one that he already has a perfectly good name, that thought he already had a perfectly good name. Dallin almost started crying, and Marina definitely sobbed once or twice. We arrive back at the dorm. The room is dark and cool. The lights still don't work, but it's not like we need them much. As perverted as we both are, we silently agree that it is not the time to shower together. It's for the best, since we will definitely not be able to keep our hands from each other's naked bodies, and we can't afford to waste precious sleep time. He goes in first, and I follow after. His fur is glossy and soft-looking, the daisy perfume easily noticeable when I walk past. The radio is on when I get out, connected to the Weather Channel. The weather tonight will be rainy, but we'll be welcomed by a cloudless sunny day tomorrow morning. Aiden texts me again while I'm drying my fur, making plans for us all to meet for breakfast before embarking on the test journey, whatever that will be. Apparently, we were all supposed to be present at 9 a.m. in the town square. Weird place to start a test. Oh. To my surprise, Tate does not wear the pajamas I was expecting. I figured if we'll be cuddling on the same bed, it's going to be too warm for those. All I do is smile and nod agreement while walking towards the bed, inviting Tate to join me. The worries of the world disappear as the cat wraps his arms around me under the blanket. Hey, just to make sure, we're really going to sleep, right? Like, you'll not expect me to grind on you or anything. Because I'm tired. Really tired. Heh, no worries, I said those things in the heat of the moment. Wait, You want me? Obviously, I have to be the one on top. I'm wearing the pants in this relationship. I'm taller than you. I'm stronger than you. Can we not talk about this kind of stuff while we're trying to sleep? Why? I'm making you hard already? Yes. Oh, okay then. I'll save my super effective flirt lines for another day. You know, it's a shame they're wasting an entire room. Who? The Academy. They gave me an entire room for myself, even if I'll stay here the whole time with you. At least your stuffed animals will have room to breathe. If they get kidnapped in the middle of the night, I'll blame you. Hey, you're free to go to sleep with them if you're so worried. He hugs me tighter and closes his eyes. Sleep tight, little troublemaker. Good night. The moons are shining through the rain-filled clouds. Heavy drops hit the window in the otherwise complete silence. Silence save for the cat's light, gentle snores. He sure falls asleep fast. It is my turn to do the same, but unlike him, whose worries disappeared after our adventure, mine are just starting. I'm not as talented as him, not as familiar with nightfall or nature, not as good with people or magic. For him and all the amazing people around me, tomorrow's test is nothing. But for me, it could mean the end of my time here. At this point, graduating isn't as important as being close to my beloved cat. I'll do anything to stay close to him and warm his nights from the winter's winds. At last, the worries turn to determination, and together with the cat's purrs on my chest, I calm my nerves enough to slip away in the dark. Hey, are you asleep? Hey, Travis. I hope that's a yes. If you're pretending, I'm going to kill you. Because you don't matter to me one bit. I'd murder you with no hesitation, got it? Okay, you're asleep. Still, let me get further inside your mind. Maybe a little further. Just a little more. Alright, here it goes. I really thought you were done for good back there. I don't want to be alone again. All right, calm down. You let it all out. Now go back to your spiteful state. Your best state. Let's get something to keep my mind off this trauma. Oh, right, if he's asleep, should he be dreaming? I still don't know if he saw the previous dreams or if they're just for me, but I have to admit, they were pretty entertaining, especially after I found out they were technically real. So please, continue dreaming. I'd hate to be left on a cliffhanger. It's rare that somebody continues the dream they left off from 2 nights in a row. Hello? When do you start to dream? I want to know what happened to the kid. There we go. Oh, there we go. The mysterious large-eared figure from before catches the dying child, and with the little strength and body heat he has left, carries him to town. Nobody knows what happened to him after. It is a question that we will not know the answer to until the next dream. I think you know very well what happened next. Huh? Ah, Tiny Tate! Oh, hi. Are you talking to me? The little kid nods. Interesting. Perhaps you're right, but I'd rather find out from the source, not make up my own ending. What you know can sometimes prove to be deceiving, you know? The little cat was saved that night and given a kind and generous family. Or you could just tell me. He grew up to be blessed with magic and loved by all, yet misunderstood. He always thought the world was against him, when in reality he was just a selfish dum-dum. Hey, language! He is now happy again, and I'm happy too. That is all that matters. He started off with nobody and was given the world. And that kid was you? I don't know. I don't remember. It's what Mr. Sebel always told me. I have to go. My new playmate is coming over. He's a tiger like me. Rawr! I bet we'll be best friends. You're not a, never mind. You go, tiger. The kid's image starts to fade, leaving behind the familiar darkness. Except that this time, instead of winter cold, everything around is warm and soft. I did not expect to interact with his dreams. This was interesting. That same night. That night, the following sounds could be heard. Okay, good. Alright, I wanted an update to this story. How is he? Will he be alright? The scouts said they saw them both on a hill, and they're also quite sure that they're now more than just friends. In other words, they're in perfect health. That's good to hear. Can you believe we actually did it actually did it at last? The chief is no more. Finally, no more meaningless sacrifices, no more hunters hunting, no more lost tribe mates. What's wrong? I thought you'd be the happiest of them all. You dreamed of being chief for so long. Yeah, but... I get it. He was your father to the end, even if his mind wasn't fully there. I still remember my... No, I'm not emotional over him all of a sudden, not a chance. The whole time I was away from the tribe, you and our friends were the only ones I was thinking about. That is, whenever I wasn't plotting that old man's downfall. A new magic of his came in clutch. It was shocking, to say the least, when he beat me in a duel by removing my own little magic I had all those years ago. And I just ran away like a cub, not knowing what to do next. Now? It's Travis, isn't it? He's been on your mind. But the plan worked. There's nothing to be sad about. Your brother saved him like you said he would. From the beginning, since we planted the wyvern egg for him to find, to the kidnapping, to the convincing, everything worked out fine. Because of you, our great leader. He escaped. Barely. That's because Travis was a late addition to the plan. I was supposed to be there to help him at the ceremony. Instead, I closed my eyes and covered my ears, pretending like nothing was happening. And my brother must hate me. Hate us all. It was a perfect plan until I almost blew it. But you didn't. Do you think he'd ever want to see my wretched face again? I'm sure he'll forgive us one day. We're still alive, aren't we? No hunters came for us, no scout reported any suspicious activity. It seems like beside a little bad blood between brothers, we won the high end of the stick. So cheer up, Chief. We have a celebration to prepare. A real celebration. You're right. As long as our tribe mates accepted me and forgave my past, that is all that matters for now. I'll worry about everything else some other time. I'll have time for that, especially now that hunting and fishing are our biggest priority instead of surviving. That's the spirit. Although, a small decision still awaits you before the troubles can go away. And what would that... Oh. Right. They didn't take the wyvern back as I was hoping. And they knew it isn't a dragon pretty early on. As expected, my brother and his partner. I suppose the most fair thing to do is to let his own kind decide its fate. Tell the lizard to take him far into the forest tomorrow morning. There he can do whatever he wants with it. We can't, unfortunately, just keep a wyvern among us, the most dangerous of the savage furs. Do you think he'll come back? The lizard? Why wouldn't he? His life was already far better than the average savage fur my father was in charge. Now it'll be paradise. Why is that? Oh, please. I know both you and Ruth have a soft spot for him. What? Well, I don't put it like that. It's quite all right. I know pity is strong as a strong drug for kind-hearted people. And you two are the kindest of them all. I'm glad you're here, Chief. Oh, it was a good ending. Well, it's not over yet, so it's good to breathe free at last. Waking up in the morning has never felt so great. I feel full of determination, ready to ace this test, whatever it is. We meet the rest of our friends for a quick breakfast before gathering in the town square, where curious townspeople watch us, the students. We are just as confused as you people. The headmaster appears late as always and explains some basic rules briefly, but he's being pretty vague about this whole thing. We were each given an envelope which we are supposed to open when the test officially starts. More rules and details will be found inside. Before I know it, each student is being teleported one by one. Alright, this is basically where it's going to end. I blink in front of a forest, a familiar forest with trees many times larger than the regular trees I'm used to. In the sky, I see a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The test begins. Hey! Oops, sorry, hope I didn't scare you. And that is where I'm going to pause it. This is my first time I do this, and probably the only time, since you're probably tired of seeing my cat friend's face for so long, no matter how much you like him. I'm here to let you know that this is the end of Tate's read for Chapter 1. It sure was something, huh? I'm ashamed to admit, but there were a lot of things I didn't know about this cheerful furball. Oh, and congratulations. It seems like you got the best ending of the route. You managed to get him out of his hell, even if he would deny he ever had a shell. And that kiss was stellar, so I was told. I didn't actually see it, of course. I was also told there could have been quite a different outcome if you betrayed the cat enough along the way. I'm glad you didn't go that path. So what did you think so far? Our world is still early in development, but it's coming along really well. I really hope to see you again for Chapter 2. Thank you again for playing. Here's some special mentions before you go. The list brought to you by Chelsea. I'll just play her recording. Yo, yo! Here my friends, listen close to who my gang has to offer. My Lady Marina, the most gracious fox, certified forever prom queen winner, Aiden, the annoying tiger I like to drink with, that is actually very chill when you get to know him, and I definitely never had a crush on him and absolutely never fantasized about his teeth biting into my... Next. Tate, the troublemaking child we all love because he's our son. You hurt him. You hurt him, we bust your kneecaps. Dallin, my bestie, leader and the bestest of boys. Oh, shush. Hema, the murderous, cursed, apathetic small leader of the Slayer Shard. They like to be left alone, so you better do just that if you don't want some missing fingers. Oliver, Marina's familiar. Just kidding. But he could pass as one. He's really small and cute, and I could eat him right up. He really is. Bury him. I don't know much about him. Cole and Rose, unstoppable duo that appeared out of nowhere and took our academy by storm. The little sarcastic voice inside your head. Voice? And of course, who could forget the most charismatic, smartest, sexiest, most beloved inventor of them all? Her, the myth, the legend, she's an icon and she is the moment. Chelsea, the trusty vice leader of the Defender Shard. Find me for cool items and trinkets now on sale. Take it away, Dallin. Right, you heard it here first. You might be wondering, after all that, when Chapter 2 is coming out. Well, good news. Only one path is left to be made for Chapter 1, so the answer is pretty soon. But we'll get to hang out again. Although the speed and quality will always depend on the support the game is getting. That's all for now, friends. Have a nice day. The end of Chapter 1. The test begins. Just stand right there. Is this good? A little to the left. Too much. A step to the right. Like this. A tad more. Perfect. Now say your lines. Where's the camera? Invisible. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Fine. So, we, the students of Laconia Academy, would like to thank all Patreon supporters for providing our institution with the financial support necessary to function. Those people being... Oh, okay, so this is just them naming off, like, a fuck ton of names, okay. How do you pronounce that again? The accent is on the... Oh, okay. E. A mortal wound. Mortal wound. Alright. Damn, that's a lot of patrons. That's a lot of fucking patrons! Jesus! No wonder this game is doing so well. Okay. Alright. Alright. This list will be updated after each update, big or small. Probably. Why am I even the one that does this? Don't we have a headmaster? Or at least a teacher? People wanted a hot, strong guy to read the names. Oh. But Dallin wasn't available, so I settled for you. That camera is the only thing that protects you right now. If it's even there. Okay, let's not exaggerate. How much money did these people even give to be worth a thank you video? Anywhere between $2 and $50? What? What is an entire institution supposed to do with that amount? I was told that converting it to our world's money would add 4 zeros at the end. That makes sense, except... Wait. Our worlds? What do you mean? Where are these people? Oh no, we have no more time left. Thanks again to all the patrons. Roll the credits? Don't ignore my question. What world? Oh god, this game is awesome. Yes! We need more! And there's more to come, guys. We have Scribble's route next, which incorporates a lot of Therium into it, I'm told. Alright, that is excellent. Yes, alright, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Kate Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!